What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well, and I hope you enjoyed your War of Three Kingdoms. Honestly, cannot remember who won. I think we'll check in a moment, but today is a big day for Titan killers. That's right. Today is Titan smashing and bashing day, and we have a brand new hero in the portal, in the Untold Tales 2 portal, the Treasures of Flame and Frost, called Motsognir, and he is an absolute Titan killer. I'm telling you guys right now, this guy is like the new Gastile. That's what we're going to call him. We are going to have a closer look at him in just a moment. We're going to jump right into the portal, but before we do, and these pop-ups run away, we should just go and check what actually happened in the War of Three Kingdoms, because I said that I would do. We got a victory in our war, which was pretty decent. And we were in the, what kingdom is this? The Wei Kingdom. We were fighting against Shu. So we, knocked a nail in the freaking coffin of Shu. And I did okay. I think I lost a couple, but I was like third in my warband, which I'm okay with. So as far as who won, where the heck does it tell you? Honestly, the war's over. Everything's done. Victory's won. Skirmish results I can see. But the overall results, I literally can't see. This is weird. Where do you see the overall war results for the War of Three Kingdoms? Somebody let me know. Right, I am totally stupid. I found it, though. I freaking found it. You just click on that little settings cog in the left-hand corner, and then you click on the rankings, and there we go. So Shu did not pip it at the final whatever the heck it was, hurdle. It was Wu, because as we all know, Wu ain't nothing to f with. And they pulled it out the bag. They came in first and they showed us all what it's all about. So congratulations to all of you guys who were in the Wu Kingdom. And yeah, Wei, which I was in, we massively let ourselves down. So yeah. Oh, you can check out the top war bands here as well. I'm sure that'll be interesting to somebody. But I'm just interested in who won everything. And I'm more interested in the brand new hero that we have in the portals today, in the Untold Tales 2, which is this guy, Motsognir. And he is, as his name would suggest, an absolute monster. And this dude, Snorri. And he's got a bucket full of snowballs. And yes, we are going to have a look at him as well, because 4 stars matter. 4 stars matter. Do not leave the 4 stars behind. Right. Let's open up this dude, though, first, because he is the man of the hour. So, first of all, he is an ice hero. He's a holy hero. Where the heck is my head? There's all that ice around his card. So he's a holy hero. He is of the fighter class. Which is cool because it gives him an extra chance to revive, and that's nice in longer battles. He is of the Merkheim realm, so they all get an Arctic core which charges up every time they receive damage, and when that core is fully charged, it can deal up to 462 frost damage and lower the target's attack by 15% each turn. It deals extra damage against minions and mega minions. And the frost damage scales, obviously, by the amount of charge they have in the core. This is an empowered resistance that they have against frost. So if you try and deal frost damage out on this character, they gain 450 boosted health and 5% mana every time that they resist that frost damage, which will happen, and it makes them super survivable. I was using Regen the other day in a battle, and I was wondering why he was staying around so long. And then I realized I was fighting against Aslar, the glass Aslar, and every time he put burn damage on me, I was just getting boosted health and increasing my mana, and it was just incredible. So yeah, that resist can come in super handy, especially as more and more heroes come out into these portals. You want counters for each one, then obviously you can use them against themselves, which is cool. Now, his special skill. We're going to jump over the stats right away because, I know the stats are absolutely redonkulously good. He is a bit more defensive, so I will make a note of that. And he benefits from the regen ether talent. But the main thing about this guy is his skill. So it's called Stalwart Rally. And it says here, all allies get a Frostfall ward for 4 turns that reduces incoming special skill damage by up to 1,400. So that's a stronger ward than we've seen with pretty much any other single hero in this portal. He reduces damage by an additional 30% when the attack is of the fire element, and then all allies bypass defensive buffs with their attacks for 4 turns. That's really useful, giving it so that everybody bypasses defensive buffs. I don't think we've really seen that on many heroes. I think probably Flip is like the only one doing it at average speed, and then you've got Willow who's doing it but at very slow, like on her second charge. That doesn't really matter because neither of them, except for Flip is still relevant if you have the costume. But yeah, it's a really good skill to give all allies the bypass of defensive buffs. 4 turns is a decent amount of time. But then get this, all allies get plus 45% attack and a further 20% increase every time they are hit during 4 turns, up to 145% attack. That's right. So he is just going to be boosting everybody's attack up through the roof. And I would say that this is probably going to be a guy which is going to be used more against Titans than pretty much, any of the other holy attack boosters, because there's very few of them, especially at the 5-star level. I think you only really had Ranveer, and then you got Wukong. I think there may have been one from the Hunters family, but like very, very rare hero. And this guy, I think, is going to be making the rounds quite a lot. And then you've obviously got Bertolf as well, who does it at the 3-star level and boosts the attack by 100. But to be fair, I'd rather have this dude 100% because he boosts the attack by 45% and then it increases every time he gets hit. Doesn't matter that he's getting hit because they've got the Frostfall ward on them. So they're reducing the incoming damage. But every time they do get hit, they're increasing their attack. It just works in such a beautiful synergy with one another. That's why I really, really like this guy's special. And then the bypass of attacks just makes them really cool for wars and raids as well. But yeah, against Titans, he's going to be an absolute monster. And then get this on the end of it. All allies get plus 55% critical chance for 4 turns. So not only is he going to be increasing the attack damage and the special skills are going to be bypassing, he's also going to be increasing the critical chance for everybody for the following 4 turns. So yeah, it's dope. And on top of that, he's going to work really, really well with the War of Three Kingdoms heroes. Speaking of War of Three Kingdoms heroes, I'm a massive fan of the brand new War of Three Kingdoms. And like I said, my War of Three Kingdoms went actually pretty well. But, thanks to loads of folks buying offers and things like that, I was lucky enough to grab this dude from the War of Three Kingdoms. So, yeah, absolutely couldn't believe it. I think I've probably done about 11 pulls in total. So, happy freaking birthday to me. Son Jiang is part of my roster, and I am very excited to get him leveled. I didn't really start on him because I was finishing up Fafnir and I don't have any alpha ethers to second limit break Fafnir, but obviously we'll get there at some point. But yeah, honestly, really, really good result from the War of Three Kingdoms portal. Honestly, those heroes are just incredible, as is this dude. And yeah, the Untold Tales 2 are definitely very strong heroes at the moment. We've got Fimafeng featured here. So this one is a single target. But then does the stack where allies get increased mana generation and increased defense. I do like it. I do really like it. I think, but single target, maybe at average speed, not quite as good as the other two. And then Fafnir is just a beast. I mean, you imagine pairing Fafnir up with this dude. I know they're in wrong colors, but you're going to be decreasing increasing the damage the enemies take. Plus, you're going to be increasing the attack. Plus, you're protecting your team. I mean, he's not got any damage going on, but it doesn't really harm this guy. I think with somebody like, what's her name from this portal now? The blue chick. This one, she does the destruction of minions and mega minions. She does also put up a ward, which reduces damage by up to 1,300, which is strong. And she gives increased mana generation, but she's not really as impactful as this dude. Like, I mean, she's basically the fire equivalent, but this guy's a lot stronger. And obviously has a lot more uses with him being so versatile against Titans. Right, so anyway, my thoughts on him are that he's an absolute monster. Let's get to Mr. Snorri McSnowballson. He looks cool. He looks like one of the Christmas heroes, just come a little bit early. Okay, so he is a nature hero. He is a 4 star. We love a good 4 star, and honestly, I'm glad to see another one in the portal. So he gets the same family bonus where he gets the Arctic core. This one will do up to 312 frost damage and lower the attack by 15 each turn. It's a lot at the 4 star level for a fully charged core. That's going to do some serious damage. And again, they have an innate resistance, or he has an innate resistance against frost damage. It's not really going to apply because I don't think there's any single 4 star hero that actually does frost damage at the moment. So yeah, he's kind of going to be in a bit of a sticky situation with that one, but the rest of it'll work. Fiend resist on the ether talent, again, not too strong, and again, not that many heroes that do summon fiends that are very impactful at the 4 star level yet. Okay. So stats wise, they're good. Like I say, pretty balanced across the board. He's a bit more attacking. So his special skill is called Bound by Tails. So he attacks the target with Frostfall Strike. I don't know why we can't see a hit 3 at average speed with a 4 star. That's all we want is a freaking hit 3 or hit all 4 star, that can bring the pain a little bit. And then we'll replace all the tunes with that character, and then everybody's happy. You're happy because you got some pulls in. We're happy because we don't have to look at tunes anymore. Right. Anyways, he attacks the target with Frostfall Strike, dealing up to 10-20 damage, deals 30% more damage if the target's of the fire element. Special skill never misses the targets, and then the target gets soulbound for 3 turns. The effect can't be cleansed, and all damage received by the caster is dealt to all soulbound enemies. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I think that's the first time that we're seeing that at the 4 star level. So this soulbound skill, let me just get it here. So damage shared between all soulbound enemies. But the problem here is that it's not the normal soulbound definition. It's just going to apply to the single target. So it says, he's hitting a single target, and then that target is getting soulbound. So the only reason they're getting soulbound is so that the damage that it says they will not share damage coming from other shared damage sources or counterattacks. But this guy is basically going to be bypassing that to where every bit of damage that you then do to Snorri over the next 3 turns is going to be received by the soulbound target, soulbound enemy. So yeah, it's quite interesting the way that works and the way that they have to do it that way. So that soul binding actually counts as a buff, by the way. So it's quite interesting. But yeah, his main thing is he's a sniper, and then after he snipes, any damage he receives is going to be dealt out to the target that he just sniped. It's a cool thing, but like, is he going to replace somebody like? I don't have him completely maxed, but I'll just go into my roster to show you what I mean. So at the 4-star level, would he be a direct replacement or not? Where is he now? Literally disappeared. Right, for this guy. So Cademan, 350% damage to the target, extra damage against ice, and dispels buffs from all enemies. I mean, that's super strong. Dispelling buffs from all enemies. And then the Toon passive is incredibly strong as well. So is it better than Cademan with everything else that he's got going on? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. And then if you have the glass version, then you ramp things up even higher. And then obviously the stats get even higher. You get the reflect and everything else that's going on. So to draw a direct comparison, sniper for sniper, I do like what this guy's doing. I do think it's quite a bit of damage, and the fact that he's giving damage out for damage that he's taking is quite sort of niche and quirky. And then he also gets the frost damage. So, but I'd put him on a par, with the best of what we've got in the nature, which I would say, to be fair, is like Glass Cademan. So yeah, they're there or thereabouts. Okay. And we'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he is a 4-star. And so if you're sick and tired of looking at freaking Cademan, then level this guy up and go to town. Because yeah, he's pretty decent, Mr. Snorri, with your snowman heads and everything else that you got going on. So yeah, congrats if you do manage to pull him, and mega congrats, obviously, if you manage to pull this freaking dude with his ice shield. He's absolutely beastly. So yeah, enough said. I think we have two pretty decent heroes in here. One that's absolutely, increase your Titan scores to no end. Comparatively, probably Fafnir is probably the best hero that we've got in this portal at the moment. Obviously being used on so many top defenses and things like that, and on attacking teams as well, just everything in all the right places. And comparatively to other portals that you got running at the moment, you still got 16 hours to get your hands on this lovely lady. These guys are ridiculous, honestly. Like, nobody can freaking compete with them at the moment until they bring something out that's going to just, break this. I think that this is probably the sort of most meta portal that is open currently. You've got the Wilderness Summon, Hormri, Grendel's mother. You've got, can we not forget about this freaking guy for a second? This guy is just ruling the roost in every single top defense. I see him on every defense, and he was grossly underestimated, I think, when he came out. Just a ridiculously good tank. So yeah, he's featured at the moment in this portal. Bramble, absolutely brilliant heroes, honestly. So yeah, enough said. There's some crazy heroes in the portals at the moment. Do let me know in the comments what you guys think about our brand new hero, Mr. Motsognir, and drop us a like. If you like the channel, subscribe, share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now, guys.